We're good now. Sorry I'm late, folks. I was playing in that last intermediate game that was live streamed as well. If any of you want to put a face to the voice that you're hearing, I was the bald fella playing number 6. Scored a great point just before half-time for Donegal Boston. You can watch it back at any time. Modest too, I'm being told. We are 3 each between Max and Galway. How long is gone? 16 minutes gone. And that is a wide ball. Scorers here. 2 points for Ronan Buckley, number 7 midfield for the Max. And Connor Lane, corner forward, has 1 point. And on the Galway side, Tom Hahany, I'm not sure. Secretary needs to do a better job at writing. And Nathan Granger then has 2 points there. And here is Tom on the ball now. Sorry, that is some great tackling. The referee, Connor Lane, couldn't get more experience here. Quick solo and go is taken. It's Tom. Kicks it over the bar. Good score for Galway. What's his last name there, lads? Tom O. Looks like H-O-H. Oh, sorry, that's an F. Tom O'Flaherty. Apologies. Tom O'Flaherty for Galway with the point. Referee signalling. Looks like a blood sub on the Max side. Is it? Physio Emer running onto the field here to check it out. Good opportunity. We'll get the starting team for both sides. McAnespies to start. Robbie Croft in goals. Cornerbacks Darren Gibney and Dylan Byrne. Half back line is made up of Connell Devlin, Oisin Kiernan and Bobby Water. Midfield Ronan Buckley and Stephen Ward. Zach Furman, Owen Gormley and Rory Brawley make up the half forward line. Inside corner forward we have Shane McGinley and Connor Lane. Connor Love. Apologies, I'm getting I can only read what's in front of me. And that is a great block down by Kieran Potter there. And Galway turn quickly. It's kicked out to Nathan Granger on the far line. Nathan Granger sticking up to Stephen Ward. Turns in on his right side. Gives it inside to Tom O'Flaherty. And Tom O'Flaherty takes the wise option and fists it over the bar. The goal was on for a second there. The McAnespies will be disappointed to get turned over. Galway act fast and get the point. On the Galway side, we have Kyle Long in goals. Connor Hussey and Aaron Kavanagh make up the full back line. Robbie Croft kicks out a short one. The blood sub who came on, number 17, into action. Kicks it on now to Zach Furman. Zach Furman on the far wing. Back to the blood sub 17. I'm not sure who it is. You know who that is, lads? Stephen Ward swings it out now. McAnespies being patient. Injection of pace by Bobby Water over to Owen Gormley. We know the pace that he has, being faced up by 2 Galway men. Tenacious tackling by Galway. The ball swings out. Great tackling. The referee puts the hand up for the advantage and he will give the free. Looks like Robbie Croft is coming up for a 2-point attempt. We know what he can do when his kicking is on song. We'll see what his kicking is like now. I'm being told Cormac Byrne is the blood sub that came on. And he's coming off now. Blood sub cleaned up. Finishing off the Galway team, half back line, Michael Moylan, Sean Ford and Kieran Potter. Midfield, we have Cian Hernan and Owen Morrissey. Half forward line, Paddy Behan, Tom O'Flaherty and looks like Lewis Ryan. Robbie Croft with the kick, let's have a look. And that is a 2-pointer. It's a hell of a kick by Robbie Croft. Jack Lawler and Nathan Granger in the corner forwards for the Galway side. Kyle Long now with the kick out for Galway. All square here. Up to the far wing. And Owen Morrissey just misjudges it. And it's the Max man that comes away with it now. That's Ronan Buckley. Gives it off to Shane McGinley. Shane McGinley gets a score, and that is a great score. There were shouts for shoot it, and when you can do that, why not? I'm getting a bit of abuse saying apologies for being late because I have a Magners in front of me. By right, somebody should be going and getting me a Magners and meeting me up here. There's enough boys on the board doing nothing, isn't that right, Paddy? Galway continue. Shouts for how long? Jack Lawler just under a lot of pressure there. Balloons it into the air with a Gary Owen. It's Stephen Ward that collects. Stephen kicking it now down the far side. Gives it to Rory Brawley. Rory Brawley into Stephen Ward in space. It comes out here to Oisin Kiernan. Oisin Kiernan taking on Owen Morrissey. Swung inside to this man, Shane McGinley, who got the last score. Being tackled very well. A double team now by Galway. They will get a turnover, and they will. It's over carried by Shane McGinley there of the McAnespies. And the referee Conor Lane is saying bringing up the 50 metres. Wasn't happy with the Macs not giving the ball back. Ball kicked up to him now. Sean Ford now swings it over. Back to Sean Ford. Surveying his options. Into Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan takes the hit and moves it quickly onto Lewis Ryan. That's a 2-point attempt there by Cian Hernan. Does he connect? No. Wide ball signals the umpire. Robbie Croft now kicks it a far wing into the space, but will it travel? And it does, and it's a sideline ball. Seems to be a bit of a scuffle over there, nothing crazy. Ball kicked in and playing on now. It's with Owen Morrissey to the another homegrown player, Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan now might inject a little bit of pace, taking on Stephen Ward and goes by him on the left. Does he have a left foot to kick it though? Decides to swing it out there. Over carry maybe, and it is. And it's good tackling by McAnespies, and they dropped it, and that's going to be a 50-metre. Moving up again. Rules have been placed for a while now. Conall Devlin kicks it in now. Conor Love taking on his man. Oh, and he kicks it, and it's just wide into the side netting. Is that right? Love, yeah. Galway get the quick kick out. It's into Kieran Potter, captain of the Galway team. Galway moving them up with that man, Cian Hernan. Cian Hernan facing up against Owen Gormley. Maybe over carry again. There's calls for steps from the Mac side over here. Nathan Granger with the ball. Moves it to Owen Morrissey. Owen Morrissey back to Granger. Granger swings it over to Tom O'Flaherty. Tom now looking at his options. Not much inside the 45 for Galway to look at. Looks like they'll have to play a running game. Comes back out here to Morrissey. Galway now being patient in their attack. Tom O'Flaherty facing up Conall Devlin. Lewis Ryan out to Owen Morrissey. Owen Morrissey now looking at its side. That extra man there is Kieran Potter. Kieran Potter going to go for a run. Swings it inside to, looks like Michael Moylan over there. Galway now bring it all the way back. Max up by a point, but Galway happy to keep the ball for a second now. Tom O'Flaherty now gets a one-on-one with Rory Brawley. Tries to go inside him. And the referee gives an over carry. And it's great tackling there by Rory Brawley, the Max man. Max happy with the slow build-up now themselves. Go back the way. It's Stephen Ward now in the middle. Galway are dropping their men back, getting into their defensive shape. Conall Devlin now facing up. Swings it out to Rory Brawley. Rory Brawley looking at his options. Moves it quickly over. Both teams now setting up defensively. Stephen Ward in midfield now. Out here towards Conall Devlin. Conall out to Owen Morrissey. It looks like, oh, that's a great hand in there by Michael Moylan. Gets the hand out, and it's a sideline ball to the McAnespies. Zach Furman looking at his options. He could be in trouble if he doesn't get it quick. And he gives it back to the cornerback, and that's some great tackling there. And that's going to be a Galway ball. It's a great turnover by Galway. I think the trap. Tom O'Flaherty with some great tackling there. Nathan Granger with an outside of the boot ball. Robbie Croft is coming like a steamroll through. He's out of his goal. It's Jack Lawler with the shot, but that is not going to travel. It's a wide ball. Goal on for half a second there. Robbie got the hit on the man, probably enough to do enough. Galway seem happy to concede the kickouts here. And it's gone out here towards Conall Devlin, home base player for a number of years. He has a burst of pace if he can use it. Switches it to Rory Brawley. He's an extra man now, even with the defensive setup. Oh, an unlucky bounce there, a bad bounce, and it just slips away from him. But I don't think this man is getting that kick out. Let's see. Oh, he does. Tom O'Flaherty just showed me how wrong I was. Tom O'Flaherty now looking at his options. Max men slowly getting back. Over to Owen Morrissey. Owen Morrissey looking up. Being tackled now by Rory Brawley. Swings it back towards Paddy Behan. Paddy kicks it in with the left foot, but the defender is out in front, and that is going to come harmlessly through to Robbie Croft. Robbie Croft now looks like he might go on a bit of a solo run. Once he gives it to someone, he obviously can't get it back. There's a free man out here on the left, if they can see him, and it's Rory Brawley. And that's Dylan Byrne, the Monaghan man, that gives it to him. Judging by the tissue hanging out of Dylan Byrne's nose, I think it was him. Conall Devlin. Owen with a speculative effort, and that'll be a hell of a point if he gets it, but just to the right and wide. Robbie Croft taking his time with the kick out here. Just after playing there myself, I can tell you it's a very dead heat. There is not much wind today. I don't know how hot it is. Maybe somebody can check the weather app for me and tell me. Looks like the linesman has his flag up there, and it's a Galway ball. 83 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius for our Irish viewers. You can look that up yourself. We're in the USA here. 28 Celsius, I'm told. Mark can do some very quick math in his head. Conor Hersey coming through now. Gives it out to Nathan Granger, who gets hit. And is tackled very hard by the McAnespies. Cian Hernan coming through. And he soloed it right into Ronan Buckley, who does a great turnover. Is that half time? That is half time. And it's the McAnespies up by one. A very cagey affair so far from what I've seen in the first half. McAnespies 6 points, Galway 5 points. Half time scorers. 6-5. All good. We will be back shortly with analysis on the second half. We're just about ready to get going in the second half here. Earlier results today in the Senior Football Championship. You might have been watching it live streamed, but Kerry bet the Gaels by a point, 4-15 to 4-14. And in the last game in the Intermediate Championship, Donegal bet Christopher's 125 to 214. And we're off here. As a turnover again, and it's Owen Morrissey with the ball. Moves it quickly to Paddy Behan. Galway now looking up. Look to kick in, and Nathan Granger is never going to get to that ball. And it's Dylan Byrne who kicks it out now. Corner forward, Conor Love comes very deep to win the ball. Facing up now against Owen Morrissey. Decides to swing it back, he does, yes. It's Dylan Byrne on the ball now. Doesn't live far from me at home, the Marrowcloone man in Monaghan. Bobby Water on the far side, getting turned over. This is a game of turns over here. It's the two defences on top, that's for sure, in the first half. 13 aside, 6-5 at half time. It's not great scoring by either side. Ball now is moved over. Tom O'Flaherty swings it out to Kieran Potter with a bit of space in front of him. McAnespies are set up defensively already. Over to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan over to Tom O'Flaherty. Swings it back to Cian Hernan. Over to Kieran Potter. Galway now looking for an option, and it's Michael Moylan who breaks through. Oh, and is he tripped as he's going through? He is. Tripped there by Conal Devlin. The referee might... Is he going for his book? He might have thought that it was accidental. If he thought it was deliberate, it would be a black card, but he did give him the benefit of the doubt, and it's a yellow card for Conal Devlin there for the McAnespies. Michael Moylan breaking the line there, did very well, got fouled, and should be... I'll not try and do the commentator curse here, but it's Nathan Granger going to take the free kick here. Nathan Granger on the 21. Takes a few steps in and makes no mistake. Kicks it over the bar. All square here now. 6 points apiece. Robbie Croft goes long down the middle. It's going to land around the mid 65 there, and that is a great breaking ball by Rory Brawley. Breaks it out as far, and it's Owen Gormley one-on-one here. Swings it back out to Zach Furman, who gave it into him. And that, oh, it's fisted, just hits the post. It's by Zach Furman there. Galway now looking to break it out. It's an outside of the boot ball, pushing the back maybe. Referee says play on. And it's turned over now by Bobby Water. Bobby over to Rory Brawley. Rory Brawley has an extra man on his left-hand side. That is Stephen Ward. Rory decides to go himself. Turns back. Stephen Ward swings it over, and that is a two-pointer if he gets it. But it's a wide ball by Shane McGinley. Kyle Long now for the kick out for Galway. Gets it out short as far as Paddy Behan. Behan now, and it's Michael Moylan making the run again. Over through as far as Conor Hussey. Conor with two on his back. Swings it over. Tom O'Flaherty now on the ball. Out towards Lewis Ryan. Lewis Ryan with a bit of space on the left foot, and it looks like he connected, and that's a beautiful score there by Galway. Galway now, second half, coming out of the traps. 2 on the bounce for them. Robbie Croft now with the kick out. There's a run out the side here, looking for a short one. Does find it, and that is a great kick to Rory Brawley. Rory Brawley swings it back to Darren Gibney. Gibney now looking up, coming across the field. Fisted out as far as Conor Love. Conor Love on our near side here. Going to sizing up his man, that's Kieran Potter, going to take him on. Decides to turn back. Gets slowed down there to Zach Furman. Zach Furman now moves it to Stephen Ward. There's space outside again for that man, Conor Love. Conor Love into Dylan Byrne. Dylan Byrne, a breakthrough year from Monaghan this year. I think he started every game. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments by all means. Swings it out to Ronan Buckley. Into Conal Devlin. Conal Devlin comes through, solos with the right, shoots with the left, but just to the right and wide. Definitely had the distance. Sub coming in for Aidan McAnespies. The man coming off is Oisin Kernan for 17. We're working on the name now, lads. We'll get it to you as quick as we can. Ball's kicked out, and that is a pinpoint kick by Kyle Long. Finds Cian Hernan. Cian now breaks into the middle of the field. Over to Paddy. Paddy Behan, sizing up against Rory Brawley. Uses Owen Morrissey. Over to Michael Moylan, who won't be thankful for that. Gets turned over. But they get it again. And it's over to Michael Moylan again. Gives the fist pass back. It's number 15 on his back. Another sub for Galway that came on. I'm not sure of his name either. And he drops it short. Great catch there by Robbie Croft. Robbie's going to go on a run here. As a goalkeeper opts not to wear the gloves. Gets fouled as he was kicking it out. And it was lucky because he kicked it to absolutely nobody there. Conor Burns is the 7-man with 17 on his back for the McAnespies, who came on there. Swings it out here to the open man, Bobby Water. And here is Conor Burns, who just came on. Swings it out to Stephen Ward. Galway now setting up defensively again, as the McAnespies are slowing their build-up. Stephen Ward brings it forward now. Out to Rory Brawley on the far wing. Rory Brawley with a loopy ball there, and Owen Morrissey is favourite to it. And it's not even Owen Morrissey, it's actually that man Cian Hernan with a great turnover there. Very loose pass by the McAnespies man. It's Kieran Potter now coming through. Kieran surveying his option. He has an extra man on the side here. Is Lewis Ryan, and he does opt to use them. And that is a good turnover there. Fighting for the ball in the corner. And the referee opts. He gives a free for a touch on the ground there by the Galway man. It's Conal Devlin takes the solo and go and gets the ball moving. Conor Burns smartly there, and that is well worked out by the McAnespies to Zach Furman. Zach Furman messed up a solo but has the space to recover. It's kicked down the line, and that is a hell of a turn there by Conor Love. Tries a little flick up, doesn't work the first time, gets it up into his hands on the second attempt of asking. Conor Love over to Conor Burns. Conor Burns now swings it back to Love and over to Zach Furman. McAnespies now yet to score so far in this half. Hoping to manufacture a score now. Darren Gibney on the ball on the far wing. Gives it out to Owen Gormley. Good kick. Will he take on his man? He looks for the solo. And that's Rory Brawley. Drops it short into the grateful hands of Kyle Long, who moves it quickly to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan coming down the middle here. Out to Owen Morrissey. Morrissey now to that man 15 for Galway. I think I heard Jack. There's a Jack O'Neill on the bench there for Galway. If it's not Jack O'Neill, I apologise, but we'll call him Jack O'Neill for the rest of the game. Kieran Potter now looking up and seeing his options. McAnespies dropping extra men back as well. There's an extra man on the far side. Paddy Behan gives it to Nathan Granger. Nathan Granger with a nice little bounce and moves it again to his other corner forward, Jack Lawler. It's 1-2 with Jack Lawler. Nathan Granger uses strength to get away from his man and kicks a great point there from a tight angle. And it's Nathan Granger with the point. Galway come out now in the second half, outscoring Mac so far 3-0. Robbie Croft looks like he's going to this ring, and that is a hell of a ball. Oh, nearly, but Owen Morrissey kicked it out. You can see what he was trying to do. Hit it into the space to that man, Dylan Byrne. Jack O'Neill. I think I have his name right because somebody said Jacko, so we'll go with that. Jack O'Neill facing off Stephen Ward. 2-pointer attempt, and that is a hell of a score. 2 arms up by the referee there. There's a white flag and there's an orange flag, but it's definitely a 2-pointer. Jack O'Neill. Dylan Byrne, who was trying to get free for the kick out just past, gets it on this attempt. Plays the ball down the line to Bobby Water. Bobby Water coming at pace. Spins off one man. Coming into Galway trouble. All he can see in front of him is Maroon. Turns around. There's a man down. Rory Brawley now with a bit of space. And there's a man wide open there. And it's Ronan Buckley. Ronan Buckley takes the wise option as he was being faced up there and fists it over the bar for Mac's first point of the second half. Referee looks like he's going to take a minute just to make sure the man is okay. McAnespies now this half pushing up on the kickouts. And it's up between Stephen Ward and Owen Morrissey, and it's broken then to Zach Furman. Zach Furman kicks it to Connor Love. Connor Burns back to Zach Furman, apologies. Zach Furman now with a bit of space in front of him. There's the ball inside, and it's just fisted a little bit too far. And now it's Galway now on the counter-attack. Move it quickly to Cian Hernan on the far side. Cian Hernan with a bit of space in front of him. You can see what Max are trying to do is just drop the men back now. Cian Hernan now looking for help and gets that help from Owen Morrissey. Owen Morrissey coming through the middle. Nobody facing him up just yet. Will he keep going? Owen Morrissey now looking for the fist pass. Turns back, looking for his options. Swing it back over to Sean Ford. Sean Ford over to Paddy Behan. Paddy kicks it long in, and it's turned over there a little bit too high, and the McAnespies turn it over. It's Dylan Byrne, I think, on the ball on the far side. Fisted to Zach Furman. Back to Dylan Byrne. Dylan Byrne taking up some space on the far side. Over to Connor Burns, the sub. Dylan Byrne now. Dylan Byrne kicks it to Rory Brawley. Galway dropping the men back. Rory Brawley swings it out to Connell Devlin. Connell now drawing the man into Connor Love. Connor Love with a 2-point attempt, and I'll tell you, that is as good a point you'll see today from the McAnespies man there. Did he give one? The umpire's given a 1 point. I thought it was a 2-pointer myself. Maybe it was a 1-pointer. Must have been just inside. Substitution there. I see Rory Brawley is coming off for McAnespies. I missed who came on there. It looks like it is Peter O'Connell just come on there, out around the middle. Galway now looking for the kick out. And they get it quick to Kieran Potter. Push on the back. Looked like he was under a lot of pressure. And that is a high tackle there. And the referee gives it free and lets it go. Kicks it on to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill now taking on Connell Devlin. And it's another free now. And Galway, if they're smart now, they'll slow it down if they have a good 2-point kicker, because it's definitely in range. That last one was just 1 point, lads, right? I thought it was a 2-pointer. There wasn't much shouting from this side, so it must have been a 1-pointer. Nathan Granger putting the ball on the deck and will attempt the 2-pointer. Goes short. Gets it back. Granger now inside the 2-point arc, and that's a great block down. Great work by Conall Devlin there. A little bit of argy-bargy off the ball. Granger's on the ground. The referee has seen it. I missed it there myself. I was following the ball. Let's see what happens here. He could be in trouble because he did already get the yellow card. Referee says play on. Coming together. You'd have to be careful on the yellow card. Could very simply get a second yellow and the Max would be in big trouble then. Nice catch there by Conor Byrne, so that's time to turn around. Kicks it to Stephen Ward, over to Zach Furman. The sub now, Peter O'Connell, takes a step inside and looking at his option. Peter O'Connell kicks it, hits it quickly there. Darren Gibney. Max now slowing their build up again. Conall Devlin now coming through. Man in front of him looks free. It's Conor Love now popping up everywhere. 13 on his back, but he's playing around the midfield. It seems to get the ball a lot. Gets 1-2 off Rory Raleigh. Conor Love now is isolated in the corner with only Galway in front of him. Back towards Conall Devlin. Over to Ronan Buckley. Buckley now, if he can swing it out to this side, there's an extra man, and he does so. Out to Darren Gibney. Darren Gibney finds the extra man. That man is Bobby Water. Bobby swings it back. That is a great effort by Darren Gibney. If it travels, it's dropping in short. And the goalkeeper, Kyle Long, with a hell of a fist out, nice and strong. It's a drop by Galway. And they get it out to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan being chased by Owen Gormley. And it's covered over this near side with Jack Lawler. Jack Lawler swings it over to Lewis Ryan. Lewis Ryan looks like he'll be injecting a bit of pace in here. Nathan Granger just slips out of his hands, has time to go and recover and pick it up over to Michael Moylan, who looks like he's going to take the sting out of the game. Nice and easy jogging around with the solo. There's this fair man on the far side if he can point him out, but Conall Devlin's gone to pick him up now. Owen Morrissey over to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill, they have the overlap. Owen Morrissey coming through. He has Jack O'Neill on his shoulder. Calls for over carry. Referee lets it go. It hits the post, and Robbie was already going for another ball. Got off lucky there. A good tackle. No, it wasn't a good tackle. Referee says it was high, and it's a free out for the McAnespies. Robbie Croft takes it quickly. Moves it to Dylan Byrne. Dylan Byrne now moves it to Stephen Ward. Gets a 1-2. Gets a 1-2 again. Dylan Byrne now looking at his options. Kicks it into Owen Gormley. Owen first to the ball. Takes on his man, Oisín Kiernan. Gormley now. A high solo. Fisted back to the man in space. And that is a great score there by Shane McGinley for the McAnespies. Substitution coming in is number 18 for Aidan McAnespies. We'll work on a name shortly. Cormac Byrne. We have the two Byrnes on. Not sure if they're related. Cormac Byrne just came in for the Aidan McAnespies. In the meantime, Galway get a quick kick out to the wing. Man that came off for the Max was Shane McGinley. Cagey game here. Only 1 point between it. Jack O'Neill moves it to Owen Morrissey over to Michael Moylan. Kieran Potter is in a bit of space here. There's another spare man on this side. Doesn't use them. Goes inside. Galway now going right through the middle with Jack O'Neill. Comes in with a bit of space on his left. As a judge to go wide ball by the umpire. Robbie was looking for it quick, but just fell off the tee at the last second. Comes over to this side here. Two Galway men going up at the same time. Maybe a lack of communication there. Stephen Ward picks up the pieces. Kicked on now towards Peter O'Connell. Peter O'Connell in a bit of space, facing up against Michael Moylan. Peter O'Connell comes in onto his left foot. That's a good score there by Peter O'Connell. McAnespies now turning around. Get it level. 10-all. Ball kicked out by Kyle Long. Looks like it was to Paddy Behan. Over to Connor Hussey now with a bit of space in front of him. On the far wing. Decides to turn back to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill getting a lot of ball since he came in just after half-time, or maybe at half-time. Jack O'Neill now over to Cian Hernan. Cian looking, being tackled hard by the McAnespies men. And it's Owen Morrissey on the ball now. He could be in trouble. Gets it to Jack O'Neill with a great turn. Jack O'Neill now coming through. They have an extra man and it's fisted inside. Oh, he went for the man. The Galway man went for the defender, and Max are celebrating every turnover here. Ball moved quickly out. It's Peter O'Connell. Peter O'Connell now looking at his options. There's a man out here and it's fisted out. It's Dylan Byrne. Dylan Byrne now. Shouts are go, go, go on the Max side here. Dylan Byrne moves it inside to the forward. And that is a great score there by Conor Love. Conor Love found the space, swung it over with the left foot, and the Max are ahead. Kyle Long now looking for an option. Kicks it here, and Conal Devlin with a great turnover. He was trying to find Lewis Ryan. Here's Peter O'Connell. Peter O'Connell out to Conor Love. Conor Love on his trusty left foot there. And the referee gives a wide, I believe. Referee definitely put a wide ball there. Yeah, definitely a wide. Referee went wide. Push on the back there on Owen Morrissey, I should say, by Stephen Ward. Galway move it quickly. Stephen's adjudged to foul again. Cian Hernan now taking on his man. Over to Nathan Granger. Nathan Granger back to Owen Morrissey. Morrissey now looking to slow it down a little bit. Over to Michael Moylan. Clouds are starting to come in. Hopefully the thunderstorms hold off. Paddy Behan now coming through with the ball. It's come through to Kieran Potter with a strong run through the middle. Decides to turn back. Looking for the fist off, but he finds himself in a bit of space here. Kieran Potter, and that is a great score. He was looking for the man on the shoulder. Nothing came. Takes the point himself to level it up here. 11 points apiece. Owen Ward coming in. Owen Ward coming in for the McAnespies. Gets welcomed to the game by Kieran Potter. Coming on for the brother, Stephen Ward. Robbie Croft now with the kick out. It's a little bit loose there, and Cian Hernan picks up the loose ends. And there is some battling going on for the ball in the middle of the field there, lads. Breaking ball is key. Fist pass now. Picked up by Ronan Buckley. Turns inside. Had the option for a shot. Decides to fist it off. And Conor Love there with a great score for McAnespies. That's a few in a row he's gotten now too. The call from the Max is push up on the kick out. They're a point up. How long's left? What's the time? 6 minutes left, plus injury. Substitution for the Galway side. Number 3 came off. Aaron Kavanagh, number 14, into the action straight away, battling for it in the middle of the field. Not sure what his name is. We'll try and work on that too. Conal Devlin there winning the breaking ball. Moves it quickly now. It's Peter O'Connell on the far side. Peter O'Connell, excuse me. Peter now, looks like, is that Owen Ward? Eyesight failing me again. Kicked on to this man, 14. We didn't get a name yet. Taking on Owen Ward. And that's a ball inside in the backdoor cut. It'd be great if he catches it. And he does so. And he gets fouled in the when he caught it. Free in for Galway. It was Jack Lawler there, I think, that got fouled for Galway. Did very well to take it. Nathan Granger now with a kick just inside the 21. I think he has it maybe just at the 13. Makes no mistake from there. It was a great point. All square again here, less than 5 minutes to go. Robbie Croft, that's not good. It goes to Owen Morrissey, who gets tackled high. And referee Conor Love is going to take some action. He does so. A quick yellow card there for Cormac Byrne. Nathan Granger now on the ball, looking to take this free kick. Granger goes back the way. Swings it out to this substitution here, number 14. Apologies, I don't know your name. Great kick there over to Kieran Potter. Potter now with space in front of him. Taking on two max men, maybe running into traffic, which he shouldn't have done, and the referee decides that he has overcarried. And McAnespies are quick with the turnover here. It's kicked in front of Dylan Byrne. Dylan Byrne just takes a second and he kicks it along the ground. What a pal that might be. Oh, it's into Conor Love. For a second there he had a goal chance. He might still have a goal chance, and he kicks it over the bar. Dylan Byrne with soccer style, with a crossfield pass that David Beckham himself would be proud of. Kyle Long looking at his options now for the kick out. Galway need a point. Goes to the far side. So that's sub 14. He has got on some great balls since he came in. I wish I knew his name. Over to Michael Moylan. Michael Moylan has two men on his left hand side. One of them is Owen Morrissey on the ball now. Over to Jack O'Neill. Jack O'Neill, the big man, looking at his options. Takes on Peter O'Connell. Goes by him just inside the 2-point arc. It's a high one. And the umpire has given it, and it's a great point for Galway to make it all square here. Robbie Croft now with the kick out. Goes short. Risky one, but does very well. And Cormac Byrne is turned over and it's soccer style again through to number 14. He's going to score a goal, and I don't have his name. What a goal that is. He rounds the keeper with his right and finishes it with his left. Number 14 for Galway. In a low scoring game like this, that could be the difference. Thomas, can we get a replay of that, please? Robbie Croft goes short again. This time it gets out towards Dylan Byrne. Dylan Byrne moves it into Owen Ward. Owen Ward back to Byrne. Cornel Devlin. Swings it out to Cormac Byrne, who gets emptied there, and the referee gives the free. Gets up, he's okay. We're in the last minute of normal time. Conor Love with the free here. Kicks it over the bar. Two points in it. Into injury time now. And that's it, no injury time. Galway have got the win. 113 to 14 points is the final score. Just looking at the table now, that puts Galway on top with 7 points. On Kerry and Donegal are both joined on 6 points. Aidan McAnespies on 5 points. Connemara Gales on 4 points. And Shannon Blues on 2 points. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you all next week.